Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
All right, let's get back to it, man. We got the Keefe D trial. Now, y'all remember when Tupac got unalive? It was a famous picture with Tupac and Suge Knight in the BMW. And everybody who's seen that picture, when you look at Pac, something was kind of off about that picture, as if he knew that was going to be his last day alive. Well, guess what? They done found multiple people who witnessed it, people who took pictures. They found everybody, and they got them all in that courtroom, man. We gonna get back to it, man. We gonna give a shout out to Tupac, man. Rest in peace. We send in our condolences. Even though it's 30 years, we could never stop showing love to Pac and Death Row, man. We gonna get over here right now, and we gonna check some of this out. This is the guy right here. Let me get to it. This is the guy who took the last picture of Tupac. I always see that picture, man. Every time I see it, it never fails. It looked like something like Pac knew that was his last day. Let's look through the eyes of the photographer who took the picture and see what he got to say. Well, I should say look through the lens of the photographer. Let's go.
Yeah, after a couple hours of being there, I got hungry, and I wanted to I called California Pizza Kitchen or place an order, and they told me it would be like 20, 30 minutes. And I told my buddy I was about to leave to go to pick up my order. And I walked outside to the valet, gave him my ticket, get my truck. I had a Suburban back then. And once they brought it up, I drove out and went to the Strip, went to the Las Vegas Boulevard.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let's stop right here, man. Hold up, man. Hold up. I got to put my Death Row hat on, man. What I'm doing, man? I got the wrong hat on. All right. We back, man. Let's get back to it. Death Row up in here, man. I grew up in that era, man. Y'all got to forgive me. Let's get back to it.
And you had said you were driving a Suburban?
Yes, sir.
What color was that Suburban?
White.
So, and just for the folks that don't know, a white Suburban is like a big white SUV.
Yes, sir.
Then when you were driving down Las Vegas Boulevard, were you headed toward, driving north towards the stratosphere, I guess, as a marker?
Yeah, I was headed north, yes.
And while you were driving north on Las Vegas Boulevard, did you see anybody that you had met earlier?
Yeah, I was stopped at a light, and a car rolled up. Well, really, the wheels really caught my attention, and then I looked up and I saw it was Tupac and Suge sitting in the car.
Well, did you try to interact with Mr. Shakur or Mr. Knight?
With Tupac, I did.
Okay. And what happened? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I said, hey, what up, Pop? And then he kind of looked and kind of took like a double take. He said, oh, what up, man? And then I said, hey, where you guys headed? He said, we're headed to the club. You should follow us. I said, all right, cool. And then, I don't know, I said, man, let me get a picture real quick. And I had my camera in my center console, so I just grabbed my camera and snapped the picture.
So this was before iPhone, so you actually had a physical camera with you?
Yeah, I had a 35 millimeter camera.
That's a real cameraman right there. Ride around with your camera. If you guys shoot any photography, if you guys shoot videos, pictures, anything, it's best. My camera in the car right now. Keep your camera at all times. You never know what you might catch. He got lucky. I wonder if he ever got paid for that picture. Man, that was a famous picture.
I'm going to show you what's been previously admitted as State's Exhibit Number 3. Do you recognize what's being shown to you?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
That's
all right. That's the picture right there. Let me blow it up. If you guys look at this picture real close, look in Pac's eyes. Tell me. And look at Suge. Suge ain't even paying attention. Suge like he didn't even want to be on camera. But if y'all really pay attention, just look at Pac, man. Look at his eyes. Look at his demeanor. It looked like he knew that was his last day. You can still feel it through that picture. You can still feel it. You can still look at that and feel it. That's the coldest picture that I've seen since I've been living, man. That's a cold picture of somebody before they passed away, man. Let's get back to it.
Picture that too.
Now, after taking this picture, so you took this picture at a red light.
Yes, sir.
And I'm assuming the light turns green at some point.
Yes, it does.
What do you do?
After I took the picture, the light changed green, and they took off, and I recognized like one or two of the cars that were behind them from seeing them from LA. So I let them go by, and then they got in front of me, and then I got 3 cars behind them, behind the BMW, and then we're just driving down Las Vegas Boulevard.
At some point, do you make a right turn?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Yeah. So we I don't guess the street is. I remember the Flamingo. We get to Flamingo, and as we're making the right turn, I get on the phone. I was calling California Pizza Kitchen to cancel my food order.
Because you're heading to the club, right? You don't need a CPK anymore.
Yeah, I don't need CPK. So while I was on the phone with him like 30 seconds or so, and then all of a sudden I just hear pop, pop, pop.
Man, imagine if you would have had your camera. If it was today's time, they would have been filming it. They would have filmed the whole thing. Imagine you riding in traffic. And let's just say today's time. Let's say Chris Brown. Let's just throw Chris, and that's the first thing that came to my mind. Chris Brown, and he say, "Hey man, follow us." The first thing people doing now, they pulling their cell phones out, they recording. They would have caught this whole thing on camera if it was right now.
And I kind of like looking around, and then I see the cars were stopped, and I see the people in front that were in the cars. They got out of the car and ran to the front. They ran to the BMW.
So you hear gunshots.
Yes.
But you don't. Do you see where the gunshots are coming from?
I did not know.
And do you see who's doing the shooting?
I did not know.
You just hear the gunshots.
I just hear them. Yes.
And then when you are looking up, after it looks like you were kind of ducking down a little bit.
Yeah, because I didn't know where they were coming from.
After you look up, you see people from the other parts of the caravan get out of their vehicles.
Yes, sir.
And which vehicle are they going towards?
They went towards the BMW.
And then what happens after the people start going towards the BMW?
When they started running there, all of a sudden I see the BMW make a big wide U-turn going back towards Las Vegas Boulevard.
And the BMW, I don't know that we've established this yet. The BMW, is that the car that Suge was driving that Tupac was in?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Suge or Mr. Knight makes a wide U-turn.
Yeah.
And then what happens after that?
The people, they run back to their cars, and actually one of the guys, I didn't know who he was. He tried to get in my car, and I didn't know dude, so I guess he realized he was getting in the wrong car or whatever. I don't know what it was. So I got caught up in the little situation. I made a big wide U-turn as well. Now I made the U-turn. I catch up to, I'm behind the Lexus. It was a green Lexus. So I'm behind him, and then we see Suge make the wide left turn back onto the strip, and he went up on the curb and came back down, and then we all went through the intersection. There was traffic coming through, and we just all made it through. And then we got to, Harmon. We got back to Harmon, and Suge makes another left turn, and now it's like cross traffic. He couldn't get through. And by this time, now we see the bicycle cops. There's a bicycle cop rolls up, and Suge is kind of like stop here.
It's amazing how everybody's seen everything except the shooting. Everybody, I know what happened, but I ain't here to tell y'all what happened. I'm taking it to the grave with me. I know exactly what happened. But it's amazing how nobody seen nothing. Nobody seen nothing. Ain't that crazy?
This is Las Vegas. This is the street he turns on. So he just stopped. And then the cop drops his bike. And I started to get out. And then I got back in once I saw the cops or whatever. And then what happened?
So, okay, so you're in the middle of Harmon in Las Vegas?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Knight's car has just stopped at this point.
Yes.
And you stop as well.
Yes.
Are there any other cars that stop along with Mr. Knight's car?
Yeah, I'm stopped behind the green Lexus.
Okay, so
I'm literally right behind it in the turning lane.
So there's the BMW that Mr. Knight's driving.
Yes.
You have a green Lexus, and you have white Suburban that you're aware of. And then you said you were going to get out of your car. You see bike cops, and then you decide to stay in your car.
Got back in. Yes.
What do you see as you're inside your car? Do you look at the BMW at all?
I look at it, and then I see, like I said, the bicycle cop rolled up, and then he drops his bike, and then I see Suge getting out the car, and now the officer is yelling commands to him: "Get down, lay down." And you hear Suge saying, "My man, pocket shot, we need help, pocket shot." And then the cops, I kind of blanked out. I didn't really hear what he said. And then the cop, for whatever, walked over there to Suge. Suge got up and they walked over to the passenger side of the car.
All right, these are stories that we never heard before. At least from people who was actually there. We heard it from everybody else. But you could tell he traumatized, man. He been living with this for 30 years and he remember it vividly. It's certain little things that he don't remember. But for the most part, the most important stuff, he remembers. That's crazy, y'all. Man, it seemed like it happened yesterday hearing these stories. I'm watching it with y'all. As I'm hearing this, it sounds like this is something that just happened last night. Still feel fresh.
Okay, and so initially, is it fair to say there's one bike cop, or are there multiple bike cops immediately?
Well, I saw one, but then others came.
Okay, so
one immediately. I saw one immediately.
Okay, so the one immediately shows up, and then other bike cops show up afterwards.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
And then the one bike cop, he's the one that's talking to Mr. Knight, and then at some point do they go over to the passenger side and deal with Mr. Shakur?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Well, at that time, when that occurred, a police officer rolled up in a vehicle. He ran up and pulled a gun on me and ordered me out of the car. He opened my door and then threw me down, snatched me out of the car and threw me down on the ground. Now I'm like prone down on the ground. I'm in the direction I'm facing. I could see what's going on with the with the police and shit.
Did the officer give you an explanation as to why he was treating you in such a manner?
Yeah, I said, "Hey, what's going on?" He said, "We have witnesses saying that you were part of their entourage."
Okay. And at that point, when you're prone and looking at what's going on at the BMW, what do?
I see that they were kind of like struggling with the door. They get the door open, and then they pull Tupac out of the car.
And were you able to observe Mr. Shakur?
Not really. I saw the movement, but I didn't see what happened after he got out the car.
All right. So what happens after that?
The cop is, he sits me up now. He's asked me for my ID, where I'm from, what am I doing here, where am I staying, and he's writing down the information. The other is, I don't know if it was his partner or just another cop was searching my Suburban, looking at whatever they do.
Yeah. Your Honor, I'm going to approach the witness with state's proposed exhibits 149 and 150.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Carl.
Now this part of the interview, the trial, this part of the trial seems real. Everything else that we seen with Mob James and the rest, it felt like it was some content. It felt like it wasn't real. This seems authentic. This seems real. This seems like a real trial. And if it go in this direction and continue to feel the same way it feels now, Keefe D asked out. He's done. He's cooked. The first person in history to get himself a life sentence by telling, but Suge Knight is the only one who could 100% tell y'all what took place. And I don't think he's going to do that.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 150. Do you recognize the people in State's 150?
I don't know that at the time. I didn't know their names. That's me sitting here. I had the black pants with like a tuxedo type vest, and white t-shirt, and I learned this is Edie Mean, and I don't know at the time I didn't know their names.
Okay, all right. Have you subsequently met or learned their names since then?
I've learned their names, and I met Edie a couple times, just out and about.
Okay. I'm going to show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit 149. Since that night, have you learned who these people's names are?
Yes.
And does this accurately reflect who their names are?
It says their names. I can't say if it's them or not, but yes.
Okay. I'm going to move State's 149, 150 evidence.
Any objection?
This time I'm just going to move in 149.
No objection to 149.
149 will be admitted.
I'm sorry, 150.
He meant 150.
150.
149 will not be admitted. 150 will be admitted.
Can you, can we publish 150?
Yeah.
All right. Mr. Jefferson, do you have the mouse in front of you right there? To your...
Oh, right here? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
All right. Can you use the mouse and show us if you see yourself in this?
Yeah, this is me right here.
And then you said there was somebody next to you that you came to know?
Yeah, he was really there. He was there. Well, we know he was there because he took the picture, but he not lying about being pulled over and being with him in the lineup of the cars when Tupac got shot.
Yeah, I learned this was Edie Mean.
Okay. Approximately when in this night is this photo taken from?
I don't know the exact time, but
Like in the sequence of events. I don't need your time, but this is after you get pulled out of your vehicle?
no.
When is this? When you come back?
When I come back, yes.
Okay. All right, so then we'll get to that.
Yes.
So
All right, so we're going to end it right there. This is Court TV. This is the guy who took the famous picture that we all see with Tupac and Suge Knight in the BMW. Them was the last moments of Tupac's life. Imagine if he would have never released that picture and just held it. And then one day just came out of nowhere with it. How much it would have been worth now? At this point, all this stuff is monetization now. So I think all these people is doing this for money. That's all it is, and that's all it's going to ever be. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. I catch all of y'all on the next reaction.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.